that a baseball? You're gonna blow your teeth out. Oh. Okay, so if you need cattle dogs, if you have cattle dogs, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel your pain. I I've seen this one full tilt run at full speed and headbutt people and dogs like this one. Crazy, crazy, retired. But he doesn't know it. This guy still wants to fight. Oh boy, you better pay homage to the king. Stop chewing baseballs. Where do you get that? Oh my god. This was an autographed baseball. That was worth. You're. Shit. It's yours now. Blow your teeth out. There was. I'm sorry. Good night. I got off track. That's not why we're here. I want to tell you why we're here. Let's talk shop. Now, physics, medicine, completely different. The anatomy of the human body is supported by vitamins, minerals, and nutrition. Now, the American way of life lacks vitamins, minerals, and nutrition. So we have a lot of health problems that we supplement with modern medicine. And I got to tell you, it's painful. I love you. I mean it. But the truth hurts. So I've had some patients that had a page or two of medicines to treat one or two or three things. The medicine to treat the side effects was also another two or three things. And so I had some of my patients, when I worked in the hospital setting, bring in their medications just so I could see it. I got to tell you, if it had any caloric value, they could have survived on the weight of just the medicine they were taking. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot of gut filling shit. Excuse my French, but don't do it very often. I'm not pulling any punches on this one. I am genuinely pissed. Or it appears that way. I can't even begin to tell you the truth, but I will start with the truth. The truth is, all medicine, all pharmaceutical medicine is a synthetic derivative of something that grows in the dirt right now in your backyard, probably. You have walked by medicine better than everything you've bought at Walmart, and you've done that more than once. I want to continue this conversation to be constructive and healthy. We go now. St. John's wort, stingy nettle. That's for you, Master P. Wormwood, dandelion, burdock, chicory root, guaranteed to grow. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't accept sponsorship unless I'm on board with it. I'm not on board with it. I don't care about the money. That's not why I'm doing this. I want to tell you the truth, because the truth will set you free and it'll make you healthy. So if you can't kill it, don't eat it. Whether it grows in the dirt or walks on a hoof, if you can't kill it, don't eat it. All of our pharmaceutical nonsense is actually in our food. Food is medicine. Until the government got involved, go buy a gas can that DOT designed and tell me how well our government's doing right now. Go fill up your motorcycle or your quad and tell me how well the government is serving us. Let's not get off track. What we're talking about is our liver. Now, the liver does not only perform the function of filtering the toxins out of our body, even though in America it's got a full-time job. Whether you're having dessert or a light snack, your liver, your gallbladder, your kidneys, your lymphatic, and your circulatory system is under attack because of the food that you buy. You're paying extra to poison yourself. Every American, every one of us is digging our own grave with a spoon every day. Now, remember this, there's a solution to these kinds of problems. If God didn't make it, don't eat it. If it's been altered by man, it's just like any kind of rhetoric they're selling us. It's not real. It doesn't work. If you can't kill it, don't eat it. If it's not natural, it's not real. Do you know what? Let me tell you something. Penicillin. Everybody, when they go to boot camp, they get a penicillin shot. It's called the peanut butter shot because it has to be kept in a refrigerator and it feels like peanut butter being pumped into the muscle of your butt cheek. So we would pick a dive buddy or a battle buddy and we would hold hands and have a very intimate moment where we took it up the ass. Excuse my French once again, but don't do it too often. And it was painful, a painful shot in the butt, a big dose of penicillin because they realized that there's so many diseases when you combine even the states within the United States into one place, everybody gets sick. And it's more economical and financially reasonable to just give everybody a shot of penicillin. Now, penicillin treats 36 different ailments, and it does it very well. Penicillin is a replacement for silver colloided water, which treats 142 different ailments, including even STDs. Imagine that. However, unfortunately, it wasn't profitable and it's not all natural. So we cannot, in the United States, patent a plant. We can only have a synthetic derivative. So I want to get back to the source. Let's do that now. Thank you, Keely. Love you, mean it. Screenshot. Are you ready? Screenshot. We're going to talk, but before we do, screenshot. Do it now. One more time. Okay. Disregard my notes. The things with the stars on the right, I'm growing. Right here, right now. The things with the down check, I'm not growing. Not because I don't want to, but because I don't have the seeds. FYI, all seeds are held in a vault deep in a mountain where they can be preserved at a constant temperature. If you'll notice, the service life or the shelf life of a seed is directly proportional to the time it has to live before it drops its seeds. So if I have a seed that I can keep for 2 years, I'm going to have to grow it for 2 years before I can harvest it, right? All right. Maybe God doesn't work in such mysterious ways. However, it is a process. And if you're dealing with any kind of this herbal remedy medicine, you have to kind of consider every aspect of it and become intimately familiar with it. PubMed has an international library where they do a link where you can put in all your pharmaceutical medications and see if there's any contradictions between herbs. And that's funny because herbs are considered medicine, even in the pharmaceutical industry. So when I was working in it, I worked under a physician in a clinical sense, and all of my patients survived. If you were coming to see me, you were about to lose life or limb. And fortunately, I had a 100% success rate. Thank God, man, because I have a lot of respect for the doc, especially being in the military, because not only were you in danger, you were helping us in danger. So you had to kind of sacrifice some of your self preservation if you're a doc. If you get a group of guys that have served for their country and they have a doc with them, don't mess with the doc. Oh, just don't do it. The consequences are going to be way worse than if you pick a non-doc. And I say doc as a term of endearment because we had corpsmen and all kinds of just medical personnel that were here to support us physically, like keep us alive, special additional training. This book was written by a Delta Force combat medic. Now, combat medics, I'm a little bit biased. In the Navy, we had DMTs, DMOs, combat corpsmen that served with the Marines, and they had some specialized aftermarket training. So when we graduated our high risk training, the docs had to stay for additional training. One of them, Green Beret, upper echelon, tip of the spear, the sharpest point of it, wrote a book for us. Check it out. The coolest thing is he broke his finger and he was like, okay, I'm going to document it because I'm a doc and I'm not stupid. But he went to medical, had it documented so they would put a cast on it, then cut the cast off and treated it with some herbs. And it healed so fast that luckily he didn't. There's different phases of training. The high risk part of it is when it's physically demanding, and he got hooked up. They liked him, so they didn't put him in the high risk first. So he got to kind of heal a bit. And in 2 weeks, a stress fracture that didn't pierce the skin, but it clean broke the bone, he treated with herbs. He didn't get medicine or take any pharmaceuticals. He had it documented, but he made a pulp out of witch hazel and a couple other things and wetted herbs and taped it to his finger like this. This was broke. He taped it to the other one. It's called a support splint, and healed fast, like record time. And continued his training, graduated, served, deployed, and wrote this book. This book, I want to show you again the medications you need to support your liver. So your liver, whether you're a druggie, a drunkard, just another American digging your grave with a spoon, there's all kinds of things that really affect your liver. What we don't know about, everyone thinks the liver is a filter and all it does is filter toxins. Well, that's not true. It does a few things. It supports your hormonal balance, whether you're a man or a woman, and it also is in direct support of hormonal balance as well as your bile balance, your stomach health. Now, we think that if you've got too much or not enough bile, that's where acid reflux comes from, and that's where you're sick, and salt is bad, and all that bullshit. It's not true. If your liver is functioning well and cellularly healthy, it's got the proper nutrition and it produces more bile. You can support it actually with salt. Salt is not bad. It's actually good for your guts. They're like, oh, there's books written on gut health. You've got 124 different DNA non-human organisms that live in your gut, and they die every time you eat American food. You can support those bacteria and it's actually really fascinating how much of your health comes from your gut. So if you've got leaky gut and you have to use the restroom every time after you eat, there's a few things you can do. Kombucha. The Asians got it figured out, man. Kimchi. Anything fermented, that's a lot of good pro and prebiotic in one drink. Check it out, man. But I'm going to give you one more opportunity to screenshot these herbs. Now, bitter herbs flowers. There's a lot of good things here. I want you guys to do your research, but we're going to talk about all these individual things. Screenshot. The stars on the right mean I'm growing it right here, right now. The down checks mean that I'm not growing it yet. Love you, mean it. Stay tuned. Stay salty. Health is achievable. And if you think that your scar tissue and your liver can't be healed, your doc lied to you. Your mainstream media doctor that practices medicine more than physics and anatomy lied to you. Cirrhosis, from diabetes, from hepatitis, from extreme alcoholism, recreational and pharmaceutical drug use, all that tissue damage can be healed. Your liver doesn't heal as fast as your mouth, but it does heal. The damage can be reversed. You have hope. Keep the faith. Stay the course. Listen up. God gave us all the ingredients we need to make it work. Maybe, just maybe, your doc that studied medicine for 8 out of 10 years isn't leading you down the right path. It's a racket. One of the biggest scams in it is not insurance. Insurance is a support of the biggest scam that we have here. Okay, carry on. I'm probably going to get banned for this, but that's okay. We'll see you later. Love you, mean it. Stay salty. Cha-cha. That was a gift from a dog rescue gone wrong. That's a good story for another time. Love you, mean it. Screenshot.